Radiant heat BBQ never caught on. Joy Lansing, an American model, film and television actress from the 1950s. Class photo, Missouri rural school in the 1920s, many bare feet. Atsuko Tanaka Gutai, Electric Dress, 1956. A group of women dressed in bustle gowns on the boardwalk in the 1890s. One of the first intifadas, 1987 to 1993. Olga Romanov as a baby in 1896. Steinhoff bobsled, two-man, New Jersey, early 1900s. Young boy who lost his parents. To AV2, Rocket London, World War II. The German heavy cruiser Admiral Hipper attacks the British destroyer Glowworm, 1940. January 1917. Wounded soldiers have tea at a New Year's party during World War I. In 1976, Roger Sharp proved to New York City officials that pinball required skill rather than chance by successfully calling and making a precise shot, a demonstration that led to the repeal of the city's ban on the game. Sail wagon in Brooklyn in the year 1910. Lieutenant Commander Gerald R. Pearson displaying the spoils of war after the Battle of Iwo Jima, March 1945. Woman getting a tattoo, circa 1900. Mike Tyson after win on Carl Williams, 21st July 1989. Bicycle for the whole family. Barricade during the Paris Commune, April 1871. The blurred figures are a result of the long exposure times required by early cameras. A group of United States Marines receive Holy Communion from a Marine chaplain during the Battle for Iwo Jima, which lasted from February 19th to March 26th, 1945. A drive-in liquor store in Los Angeles, 1949. Gina Lollobrigida on the set of Cervantes, The Adventurer of the King, 1966. Punks at the officially licensed Beat-In in Berlin, Weissensee, 1988. (1957) Smyk microcar from Poland. Photo from the Titanic movie set, 1997. The Spirit of Australia, a jet-powered hydroplane designed and built by Australian mechanical engineer Ken Warby, with which he established the water speed record in 1978 at 511.11 kilometers per hour. Buster, the roller skating rooster, Los Angeles, 1957. North Korean Supreme Leader and founder Kim Il-sung greets Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak as he arrives in North Korea, 1980s. Boy selling apples beside a road. In North Carolina, 1934, during the Great Depression. Photo by Bayard Wooten. Supermarine Spitfire of the United States. 307th Fighter Squadron rests on the beach at Paestum, Italy near Salerno after being shot down September 9, 1943. The burned down plenary sessions, Hall of the Reichstag, Berlin, Germany, February 28, 1933. Barricade erected on March 18, 1871 by the Parisian National Guard during the uprising that led to the establishment of the Revolutionary Commune. Charles Darwin photograph by Elliot and Fry, 29 November 1881. Buying candies at the sweet shop, 1950s. A woman is pulled from the rubble following a V-2 rocket strike during the Blitz, 1944 in Great Britain. Portrait of Three Horses, photographed by Edward S. Curtis in around 1905. Spanish girl with the traditional dress of Mallorca around 1950s. Huntington Beach, California, 1932. Miniskirts in Paris in the mid-1960s. American swimmer Gertrude Ederle, the first female to swim across the English Channel, is crowned Queen of the Waves in New York City on September 8, 1926. Miho Nakayama and Harrison Ford for Add to Kirin Beer, 1995. Show on a commuter bus. New Jersey, 1963. Julia, Louis Dreyfus and Brad Hall on their wedding day, 1987. Raquel Welch in Spain in 1966. (1931) Al Capone on trial for tax evasion. In her very first Hollywood film, Marlene Dietrich appeared in a tailcoat which shook up the fashion of the time. Acrobat from the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus checks her hands before a show. 2nd of August, 1941. Kodachrome shot. George Harrison was once photographed unprepared in 1965. Once he saw the photo, he loved it so much that he ordered a life-sized cardboard cutout of it to be placed by his front door. One of the first beauty contests in the United States, early 1900s. Tiffany Amber Thiessen, 1990s. An African-American man looks at Ku Klux Klan members passing by. Crew members of Japan's Shin Toho Motion Picture Company work with models on the set of Battleship Yamato, June 8, 1953. (1892) Brighton Bicycle Club members prepare to race. Komsomol members take away the grain hidden by peasants in a graveyard. Ukraine, 1930. Bill Murray at John Belushi's funeral in 1982. Michael McNellis, age 8, just recovered from his second attack of pneumonia, was found selling papers in big rainstorm today, 1910. Photo by Louis W. Hine. Anthony Bourdain pictured at his high school graduation in New Jersey, 1974. Bags of rubbish in central London not being collected due to a utility workers' strike. London, 1970. A woman wearing a traditional dress called the Turno 1920s. (1925). The old year, right, passes away as the new year, like a child on the left, passes through the revolving door. Beyoncé as a teen in the 1990s. children wearing creepy doll masks for Halloween. Marianne Vecchio and others surround the body of Jeffrey Miller, who had been shot during an anti-war demonstration on the university campus, Kent, Ohio, 1970. Last known photo of Michael Rockefeller in 1961, pictured with a New Guinean tribe. Michael disappeared without a trace during his 1961 New Guinean expedition. 1945. Women in Strasbourg gather around a jeep of the cinematographic service of the French army. The hood is painted with a list of liberated towns and cities the vehicle has passed through. PSA flight attendants circa the 1970s. An American A-1 Sky Raider attack aircraft drops white phosphorus bombs on North Vietnamese positions. Vietnam War, 1966. Lithuanian police escort Jews to the Nine Fortress of the Kaunas Fortress, Kaunas, Lithuania, USSR, 1941. The Studebaker Giant, the world's largest car, 1931. A bicycle with huge wheels. Dog walking New York, 1956. South Korean anti-terrorist commandos sliding down ropes with guns drawn during a training exercise in the main Olympic Stadium ahead of the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul, South Korea. 1934. Customers buying New Year's gifts at a store in Berlin, December 28th. Michael Jackson, 1984. Four-year-old Flora and her sister Jacqueline couch in Leslie Country, Kentucky, 1949. The Snake Charmer, Cairo, 20th century. Staff Sergeant George A. Kaufman, replacing a road sign from Adolf Hitler Street to Roosevelt Boulevard in the German town of Krefeld, shortly after its capture by Allied forces. The street was later renamed to Rheinstrasse. Serving as a soldier in uniform and getting regular Army pay, a former slave center, with hands in pockets, stands with other federal soldiers at the Army of the Potomac Winter Headquarters near Fredericksburg, Virginia. Civil War. San Francisco earthquake of 1906, burning of San Francisco, looking toward the bay, 1906. James Wong Howe becomes first Asian American to win an Academy Award for his work on the Rose Tattoo in 1956. Willem Dafoe and Charlie Sheen on the set of Platoon, 1986. Student riot in Paris, 1968. Green Beret. Captain Richard Flaherty, standing at 4'9" and weighing 97 pounds, stands next to 6'6" Private First Class Nips, 1971. Pacific Southwest Airlines advertisement, 1970s. Soldiers Goodbye and Bobby the Cat in Sydney, Australia, March 8, 1941, during World War II. In 1922, 16-year-old Canadian Aloha Vandervelde became the first woman to circumnavigate the globe, Aloha with Soviet soldiers. Yvonne De Carlo in the 1945 film Salome, Where She Danced. An ACT UP protester holding a sign depicting Donald Trump as Freddy Krueger, 1989. Rachel Weisz in the 90s. It's lunchtime at the No Barriers Alligator Farm, Florida C. 1920s. Fascinating family picture. Young Meryl Streep riding the New York City subway, 1981. Three American M46 Patton tanks and their crews surrendered to Chinese 59th Division, Gangudong, Korea, April 24, 1951. Residents of Toulon welcomed the entry of French troops into the city, 1944. Young Kurt Cobain. One of Bernie's first speed record holders, the engine was in the rear, 1930. Ron Howard with his brother Clint and their father Rance in 1970. Scary bunny costume. In 1922, 16-year-old Canadian Aloha Vandervelde became the first woman to circumnavigate the globe. Aloha in India. African-American flood victims lined up to get food and clothing at Red Cross Relief Station, 1937. Two unidentified women circa 1890. Ruins from the Second World War, laying between buildings with the inscription "Never Again War in East Berlin, German Democratic Republic," around 1974. Canadian soldiers in an LVT amphibious vehicle in the flooded Dutch village of Luit, 1944. Madonna, 1979. The world's smallest truck, 1935. A woman with a Prohibition-era book that hides a liquor flask. Charles Manson being led away in handcuffs, 1971. A car crashed into a shop window. Las Vegas, Nevada. Flash of an atomic bomb test taken on the early morning of June 24, 1957. The blast was 65 miles away. Steve Guttenberg, Ted Danson, and Tom Selleck taking in a Leaf game whilst taking a break from filming Three Men and a Baby in Toronto. Late 1986. IRA military funeral of Jim Linna, Monaghan Town, 1987. Mariah Carey as a teen in the 1980s. Debbie Reynolds performing in Las Vegas in 1962 with Carrie Fisher, her daughter. German Jews are sent to fight in the Holy Land. Zeilsheim, 1948. The deteriorated West Side Highway in Lower Manhattan, 1973. Later that year, an overloaded dump truck fell through the elevated road, forcing its permanent closure. Cary Grant and Randolph Scott in their Santa Monica referred to as Bachelor Hall. They lived together for around 10 years, sharing their first home in 1932. England's Princess Elizabeth rides with President Harry S. Truman, 1951. Fox hunt drama at the Capitol. A mechanic on a motorcycle caught this escaped pet fox in Washington, D.C., December 1919. English film and television actress Diana Dors holds on tight to her friends while riding the ride wall at Bertram Mills Circus in Olympia, London, 1950. A National Guard helicopter deployed by California Governor Ronald Reagan drops tear gas onto the campus of UC Berkeley to disperse student protesters, May 20th, 1969. A photographer tracked down people he photographed decades ago to recreate the same images. Photo by Chris Porsche. 1947, American comedian Phil Silvers and singer Frank Sinatra in costume for a New Year's Eve party, December 31st. Initiation of young man for membership of the Sons of Samoa, a Crips-affiliated gang in Long Beach, 1985. Four-year-old Mary shucks oysters. Russian girl in national costume of the 19th century Arkhangelsk province. (1934) Cupid, 4-year-old British film star Deirdre Gale, presents Birth of 1935 at midnight on New Year's Eve at the Piccadilly Hotel, London. Mahjong at Bathing Beach, June 6, 1924. Academy of Arts, gymnasium in a former church in Petrograd, 1920s. Cabinet card of a girl posing in her white dress circa 1890s.